about burn PM, which is the second half of the fat burning equation that Dr. Kashey and I put together for you guys. It's meant to be used in synergy with the AM product and completely differs in terms of what pathways and what the objectives are for the product itself. So if we wanted to just have the same thing again, we would just say take burn AM twice, but that wasn't the objective. The objective was to create a product, and like we said, what's the outcome, right? The goal here was to make sure that people would continue to do the things that create the environment for fat loss. And so to create an optimal environment for fat loss, you want someone who is very low stress, right? So whose stress threshold is higher, who feels full, and who does not have cravings. And so this was meant, the reason that there's a donut on the cover of the product is because I wanted people to at least make the mental connection that when they take this, it's almost like eating a donut, in that it can help you. Like, what do you do when you're stressed? You eat, right? And what do you eat typically? Usually foods that are high in fats and sugars. And it does, in a very real way, decrease the amount of stress that you have. Like, eating is something that helps you cope, which is why people do it. Yeah. And so we wanted to have something that would mimic that exact same effect without actually ingesting a donut. And so I said that is the objective for the product, which is why it's taken in the evening when most people take out their stress on their plate. Yeah. Figuratively and literally. That was the objective that I gave to Dr. Kashey to formulate, and he made something that was really amazing. So I'll let him break down the science.
Yes. So this product was attacked, and this product is attacking 3 different pathways, like Alex was describing, regarding essentially being able to stay adherent to a plan. You're putting all this time, energy, and effort into burning fat during the day, and a lot of times all that effort is kind of destroyed at night. And that's not because of some body's magic ability to store fat at night. People just have a magic ability to eat more at night. It's something that I found. So the 3 pathways, I'm going to go over them. And one is essentially behavior. And the behavior is associated, feelings. So when you feel stuff, you act on those feelings. And so a lot of people get the feelings of cravings, like they feel the need to eat. And this does not suppress your appetite as much as you just don't feel like you need to consume the things that you feel like you need to consume to feel a certain way. So the 5-HTP, the chromium picolinate, those things help specifically with like carbohydrate and sugar cravings, which a lot of people end up having at night. And the betaine and the trimethylglycine are implicated in the long term for being able to help regulate behaviors associated with being stressed out in the long term. So this is a great long-term product for that reason too, because it does help regulate behavior in the long term. Now, the other issue is stress. You cannot just decrease stress. You might be able to mask it or decrease the perception of how much stress you feel. And this isn't supposed to solve your life's problems, although that would be quite amazing. The rhodiola, the ginseng, the ashwagandha, these increase your capacity to deal with the stress you currently deal with. And so a lot of people use food to accomplish that same purpose, but what these adaptogens allow you to do is quite literally adapt to your psychological environment. And so your ability to handle stress goes up, and therefore the need to consume food to deal with that goes down. And last but definitely not least, there's this super amazing compound in here, and it's my favorite thing to say in the world, called oleoyl ethanol amide, and it is a signaling molecule that essentially helps tell your brain that you have eaten stuff. So when you do eat, your satiety index will go up when you take this product, which essentially means when you eat dinner and you have cravings later, this will make the full feeling from your dinner last longer. And so your fullness and your satiety and satisfaction from the food that you consume goes up. And that's just impossible to argue with.
It's an amazing product. It accomplished what it set out to do. And for anyone who feels like they are too tough, I can tell you that in the beginning, things may be easier, but as you get lower and lower in your intake and your body fat levels get lower and lower, you get hungrier as you get leaner. And so having things like this in your back pocket can be a lot of times the secret weapon that can push you to stay on a diet. And that's why, like I said, I have the donuts are on the picture so that you can make the association, which is like, man, I'm kind of stressed, or hey, I'm looking for something sweet. Use this in the evenings, especially after you eat dinner, and it can help you dramatically decrease those cravings and then help you just stay on longer, which creates the environment for fat loss.